Hello and welcomes back everyone, and Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Ciaphas Cain here, my Jedi Knight. And where we last left off, we were doing an interlude part of the series, where we were doing a few space missions, and getting to know Jurgen a little bit better. We are now on our way to Nar Shaddaa, to look into one of the projects the Republic were developing with General Varsufra. So, let's get ourselves underway, shall we? So we're heading over to Hutt space, of course. Nar Shaddaa is orbiting Nal Hutta. Yep. The so-called Smuggler's Moon is best known for one thing. Anything can be bought here if the price is right. Nar Shaddaa orbits Hutta, the homeworld of the Hutt cartel, but exists as a power in its own right. Criminal organizations and legitimate enterprises operate side by side, regulated only by the Hutt's whims. Gleaming skyscrapers house corporations, casinos, technology shops, spice houses, and every other type of business imaginable. Although no other world offers Nar Shaddaa's unique services, the city has a notorious murder and disappearance rate. Gangsters, pirates, slavers, and worse crowd the streets, and Republic and Imperial representatives compete for influence with the local powers. Strangers should be extremely cautious. Indeed. We're probably going to be level synced down to level 25 for our stay here.
General, I've arrived on Nar Shaddaa. Still no word from Agent Galen?
Negative. After Terrace and Ord Mantell, I fear the worst. I'll warn you now. The project there is... I should have ended it years ago.
Conversations like this never end well.
After the Empire's victory on Coruscant during the war, people were terrified. We looked weak, helpless. The Senate authorized research into science we had no business exploring, using technology to turn ordinary men into living weapons. The Power Guard program was creating the ultimate soldier, one tough enough to fight a Sith head-on.
The best defense against a Sith is someone like me.
Your order was nearly extinct. The Senate feared you might never recover. Nar Shaddaa has the latest advances in cybernetics, combat adrenals, personal armor, and weapons. Everything we need to create the Power Guards. There's also a distinct lack of government oversight. You're in Hutt territory, neutral space. Laws are practically non-existent.
It's my first visit to Hutt space. What do you know about them?
Hutts break laws just breathing, but they let us do our business, no questions asked. I placed a single operative in charge of the Power Guard project. Gave him unlimited authority and enough credits to fund the program. The research facility operates in absolute secrecy. I don't even know where it is.
If you don't know where the research facility is, how can Angral find it?
Our operative's name and contact data were in the file stolen on Coruscant. Our operative has disappeared, and Agent Galen vanished trying to find him. I can only assume they're dead or captured.
With nothing to go on, how will I find this facility?
You won't be hunting alone. I need you to coordinate with the Strategic Information Service branch on Nar Shaddaa. The Bureau Chief's name is Raiken. SIS headquarters is hidden on the promenade. You'll visit a merchant shop and use a secret turbo lift in the back to meet with Raiken.
Promenade, shop, secret turbo lift. Got it. I feel like a spy already.
Transmitting the location coordinates and turbolift security code to you. Good luck. Varsufra out.
Okay, we are getting even more support in the form of the Republic SIS. Handy. We're gonna need it.
I hope you eat properly while away from the shipmaster. Perhaps I should create non-perishable meals to send with you.
Nar Shaddaa. We can never get enough of this place. God damn it. We end up on Nar Shaddaa quite often. This is one, if not the first world, where we are here at the same time as a player from the Empire. The promenade is considered neutral ground, and there are various other sectors of the planet city that will each be visiting. But there are some regions that overlap, and therefore, if you encounter a player of the Empire outside of the promenade, well, accidents could always happen. Both players of the Republic and the Empire have their own dedicated spaceports, rented by, of course, the Hutt who owns the spaceport. And unfortunately, I believe we have a situation even as we've arrived here, before we can even get to the promenade itself.
Oh my skies, a Jedi. Please help us. Innocent people are being slaughtered in the streets. I minister planet with the Republic's diplomatic corps. I was almost killed out there. The Kintan King's gang controls this part of Nar Shaddaa. They're violent and well-armed Niktos who hate the Republic. The gang attacked me right out on the street in full view of everyone. My bodyguards were dead before I knew what was happening.
That's just plain wrong.
The murders aren't the worst of it. My bodyguards all carried Republic passcodes, and now the gangsters have them. With those passcodes, the Kintan Kings can slip right through our security. We'll be defenseless.
Don't worry. I'll get those security passcodes back.
I fear a Jedi is the only one who can resolve this crisis. Recovering our security passcodes from those filthy criminals will save countless innocent lives, including mine. The Kintan Kings who shot my bodyguards are still outside the spaceport. They have the passcodes, I'm sure of it.
Okay.
The damage those criminals could do with our security passcodes is incalculable. We have to get them back.
And we will. The Kintan Kings, a gang of Nikto. Why do they hate the Republic, I wonder? Oh well, questions for later. Let's find a nice group of them to tackle. Okay, we have one of the passcodes. Give me just a moment to remind myself of my infiltration. All of our abilities reduce project. Our project will give us a greater chance of using breaching shadows. Okay, okay. We do have a bonus to deal with so many of these Kintan Kings. Our clairvoyant strike has been augmented as well to increase our critical hit chance, giving us a greater chance to not only get more breaching shadows, but also activating vaulting slash. Okay, we have all of the passcodes. And we've certainly told Tan Kings a lesson. As an Imperial, when you turn up here, you have a heroic mission right out of the gate as well. In fact, as an Imperial agent, I don't think we ever touched the promenade. But that's where the SIS safe house happens to be, as well as the ambassador, who we have to hand these codes over to. In fact, T7... Let's take Kira along with us, shall we?
Ready for anything.
Ah, Nar Shaddaa. We have our heroic mission terminal once again. We need to complete 5 of the 8 heroics. Bloody hell. Oh. This weekly is gonna reset in 3 hours. Really? I see. Ah, we'll have to come back and probably pick it up later then.
Report your ailments.
Oh. Oh. We're always finding some interesting... This is armored as well. But it's medium armor.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Let's get ourselves over to the promenade.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Before we go speak to the ambassador, we'll have a good exploration of the promenade, actually. I think there may be an NPC, a vendor, who I haven't seen what rewards are available. With this, how to put this? We currently have an event, this galactic season, the Luck of the Draw, and along with it we've been gathering those, what are they called again? Yeah, the analysis modules for the Gambling Authority. And they unlock so much reputation with the Gambling Authority itself. But normally when you have reputation, it normally means there is a vendor. Oh. Law object on Ithorians here. Yeah, it normally means there is a vendor who will sell you certain goods depending on how reputable you are with their organization. And I haven't seen the Gambling Authority's reputation vendor yet. I'm guessing there's somewhere here on Nar Shaddaa. Because the promenade is relatively large. Let's have a look around, shall we? With various crafting trainers here. Here we have the Shadow Syndicate. They're still around. Interesting. We have the Imperial class trainers. We have some galactic market kiosks. A modification vendor NPCs. More modification vendors. Ooh, a specialty goods vendor.
Best post exchange around. You need it, we got it.
Okay, we have some look like an agent, look like a bounty hunter. What does the knight's armor set look like?
Good luck out there.
Thank you. Oh, we have a we have a bounty hunter. More auction houses there. We have our class trainers. We have the Slippery Slopes Cantina. Let's have a quick look in here for anyone or anything of interest. Oh! Paxton! Seems to be getting his groove on.
Art and aggression, triumph and failure, poverty and plutocracy. Nar Shaddaa is a stage whose players dramatize the truths of the entire galaxy. Ooh, I love every square meter of it.
Oh, he seems to be enjoying himself.
Your money's always good here. Come again.
I'm gonna have to look into where the gambling authority may have a vendor. We'll get up onto the upper level. That's where we need to be anyway. We have GSI here. Yeah, Galactic Solutions Industries. We'll learn more about them later on. But we can earn reputation with them as well.
Welcome. Got a full stock and permission to sell.
Okay, you have Fawn here, which is in terms of this is Rakghoul.
Come back in one piece.
I think you're the same.
Welcome. Do you require medical attention?
I've got good suppliers. Only the best sold here.
And then you have GSI armor. What does that look like? Interesting. So we can pick up a unique speeder. But it basically requires parts to put it together. Interesting. There's another one here as well.
Feel free to browse.
Okay, we'll look at that later, as there are various unique mission terminals on various worlds, but that is far in the future. But now let's go see the Republic Ambassador. Oh.
This is a disaster, Barish. How can I deal with enemies who don't negotiate?
Ya power Golka, Toroni Kuna Wawunda Donko.
Minister Plenid sent me. I have your stolen security passcodes.
I couldn't believe our luck when he sent word you were coming. You have my gratitude. I'm Ambassador Averdon. This is Barish Fenak Toril, one of the system's most prominent business leaders. Welcome.
I was starting to wonder if the Republic was all alone here.
Far from it. Barish has been a great friend to the Republic in a dark time. My mission is to establish strong Republic ties on Nar Shaddaa. We need its technological assets to defend ourselves against the Empire. Nar Shaddaa's leaders sold us an entire sector to use as our base of operations. Unfortunately, it's overrun with Kinton King gangsters.
There's nothing objectionable about that.
The gang considers us invaders. They've turned our sector into a war zone. The Kinton Kings want us out of their territory, and they're winning. A Jedi who was helping us was found butchered in the open street. Those gangsters did horrible things to him.
You're sure it was gangsters who killed the Jedi?
Yes and no. Reliable information is scarce. Morgukai are an Icto cult. Jedi hunters trained to resist the Force.
I've been trained to deal with Sith, Ambassador.
I assume the dead Jedi was too. The gangsters' attack on Minister Plenid was a diversion. Their true goal was hijacking a Republic military freighter carrying cybernetic combat implants. We don't need Kinton Kings with enhanced speed and strength. When you have the implants, take them to an arms merchant named Nurculus. He secretly works for Barish.
Okay.
Get those combat implants before it's too late. There is no time to lose.
So, Barish the Hutt of the Hutt Cartel has been authorized to work alongside the Republic. Give them an entire sector of Nar Shaddaa to work from. Unfortunately, these Nikto don't appreciate that it was their sector that was given to the Republic. To further complicate matters, while the minister and his bodyguards were being attacked, a military convoy of cybernetic implants was also stolen. We'll take a break here. When we come back, I think we're heading along this way. And we'll be heading over to the Nikto sector to go have a word with the Kintan Kings and retrieve the stolen cybernetic implants. We'll also, of course, have to touch base with the SIS here on the promenade, see what they know or how they can help with locating the Power Guard project. Thank you all for joining me once again with even more Star Wars: The Old Republic. As always, feel free to leave a comment if you so wish, and hopefully I'll see you for even more next time. Until then, though, take care. Bye-bye now.